I'm afraid it's just me this time, folks. As you know, a proper trailer, has officially hit. And when the older one saw it, he fainted, I'm afraid. So, you're just going to have to put it with me.
It's all new to me. Right, okay. I've recovered now. I'm fine. Everybody, I'm fine, okay? Right. Okay. So, we've got a proper trailer now. And I had to shout you, didn't I? I said, "Oi, come here! There's a proper trailer!"
You didn't say that, you just said, "Oi, come here." I thought he was in trouble.
You're always in trouble.
True.
So, so we've got Comic-Con going on in America. And, of course, Jodie Whittaker's there. I can't remember the names of the companions, but Bradley Walsh is not there.
He's not there?
No, he's filming the chase. Really well coordinated, that. Yeah, but anyway, contractual, he's got to go and do the chase. So, the other companions are there. There's a nice little video as well of Jodie Whittaker actually trying to get to the convention. That's quite fun. That. Sorry, you haven't seen that? Yeah, yeah, it is quite funny. So there's a lot of humour involved in it. But anyway, the trailer, it's kind of like there's nothing new about it. It's the sort of thing.
It's the same sort of thing. You do get a look at the locations because we went down in the Christmas holidays, to go and visit one of the sets.
The one down Southampton.
Yes, in Southampton, and we went to see that, and that shot was used in the trailer because when they said the words "new places," that was where we went to visit.
That's right. Yeah.
It does look more modern than we went to
Gosforth.
That was it.
Down in Gosforth.
It does look more modern than when we went there. Because we went there and it was all like sort of huts and things like that they had there. However, it's definitely the same location. It definitely is.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Couple of things. I've got a bit of a bone to pick with Chris Chibnall. Chris Chibnall was very, very critical back in the 80s. There's a famous clip of him on television where he was a member of the Doctor Who Appreciation Society, and they were running down Doctor Who. They'd got a couple of script writers on set with them, and they were basically having a go. And his main point was that all it seems to be is the Doctor running about everywhere. What do we get in the trailer?
I think that's deliberate, though. Do you think that's a nod?
I don't know. But it's the first thing I thought about. I thought, well, Chris, your first proper trailer for Doctor Who, and what do we have? The whole cast running down a corridor. Yeah. So, there's not really a lot to say. I mean, it looks good, and it looks exciting, and Jodie Whittaker looks great, and the scenes that are in it are they're just little tasters of things.
We know that the one scene is her making a Sonic.
Yes.
Because you see the Sonic, and then you see it's the bit at the end where she goes, "This is gonna be fun," because that was the bit where she's in the same outfit with the goggles on and looking at her screwdriver.
Yeah, from the leaked photograph.
Yeah.
Yes. The leaked.
No, we said in the last one they were supposedly leaked.
Yes.
And then you said that they're suing somebody over it. So
I just like doing that.
Oh, right, okay.
Leaked. So there was that. Bradley Walsh looked in some peril or something or other in one.
It looked like he was some sort of pain or illness.
Yeah. Got a beautiful. Was that a wrecked spaceship or something?
It looked. It's not going to be that, but it looked like the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. You know, sort of like the windows.
Do you know what? It's some of those shots, especially with the deserts.
Very Star
scenes,
Wars.
Is very Star Wars in its
Sort of
colour
Tatooine and things like that, yeah.
Yeah, very much Force Awakens.
Reds and
Yeah.
your reds and oranges.
Wreckage, where you've got Ray going through all the wreckage and that sort of thing. So it's definitely, and also the fact that they've revealed it at Comic-Con, it's definitely appealing to the American audience. They've also talked at the Comic-Con that the script writing has been done in a more American way, where they have a team of writers. So it's been done
On a panel. of
yeah,
writers,
basically, yeah. Chris Chibnall says it's a mixture of kind of a British stroke American
Which
style.
could work. It could work.
I think that's how they did Broadchurch as well. I'm not sure.
Broadchurch is very well written.
So
Have you watched Broadchurch?
some of it, yeah. So yeah, and they know that their American market is huge.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm supposed to be going to America. That's been cancelled twice now. Hopefully next year. But yeah, there's a big market for it in America, and it just has that American style feel to it, which we've had before. But I don't know, it just seems more geared to it than it has been before. What do you think?
I mean, they did it before. I think a lot of the way they appealed to America before was they hit the season off. I think it was season 6. They started season 6 off in America.
Oh, the
Impossible Astronaut, which was actually 7 years ago last week.
Oh,
That was released when I was...
Oh, 7
No,
years ago
it came up
last
on
week.
Instagram and it said, from the official BBC, it said, well, don't do the nerd stuff. It said, and the
A
Impossible
word
Astronaut...
from the nerd.
It said the Impossible Astronaut was 7 years ago.
This week's nerdy Doctor Who word is Byzantium. And try saying that with teeth like mine.
Yeah. I think that's the main thing I got from it. It feels very Americanized.
Deserty. Just deserty, really. America
Yeah.
is a lot of desert.
I just hope that the scripts live up to it, because we've had this before. You watch a trailer and you think, oh, that's fantastic, and then the series just falls flat against.
Real
it's
quick
showing you.
question: what do you think is the worst season of Modern Who?
The worst
Yeah.
season. Funny you should mention that. Series 6.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like Series 6.
I quite like that.
I mean, there's all that doppelganger stuff in the middle of it. The fact that they split the season up into 2 halves didn't work at all.
Yeah. I don't mean like the airing of it. I mean just the general conceptualized ideas.
I think so, because I think the kind of mystery box thing had been explored by this point, and we were just really sick of it. It was a nice idea, which had David Tennant stayed on, Series 6 would have been Series 5, I believe.
They would have kickstarted America with Tennant.
Yes. So he would have died at the beginning of it and then died at the end of the series.
Because I think we're going to do a video explaining why Moffat had to do some of the things that he did. Because I don't think there's one of those.
Moffat gets a bit of a bad press, to be
Yeah.
honest. I truly believe that. I think they all do. I think, when you look at their work.
There's a lot of stuff they try and do and then they get told or they physically can't do it. By
It all comes
executives,
out. It all comes out later on. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I don't think Russell T Davies talks about at the moment, because he's still working, and he's still working with the BBC, with other projects and things. So therefore, you meet these people along the way. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of it. I mean, for example, take a Chris Chibnall episode, right? 42. No, not 42. Power of Three.
I quite like that.
The Power of Three. Everybody complains that the final act of that is incredibly rough.
It is,
and
but there is a reason.
Yeah.
There is reasons.
the reason is Stephen Burkoff walked off the set before it was finished. So therefore, they had to cobble it together with what they got
Why did he walk off? I can't
because he's a bit of a diva.
He's an incredible actor. He really is.
He's a superb actor, superb director, but he doesn't like doing. He does television and films to pay for his theatre work and his projects that he's doing.
Because, like, you and me are both. I'm currently studying drama. You study drama. Stephen Burkoff does more non-naturalistic styles.
Yeah.
So he doesn't like the very
No.
realism. He doesn't like doing that. He likes the sort of creativity and
Yeah.
the abstract drama.
Mhm.
So that's the sort of stuff, like the big stuff. He's been in James Bond, I do believe.
James Bond. He's been in. He was in Beverly Hills Cop.
He was
Those
the
are his
villain.
two
He was
big-
the villain in
big-
Beverly Hills Cop, wasn't he?
He's the villain in
Both.
James
Yeah,
Bond
Beverly
and
Bond, yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop. In America
play a
stuff,
good villain.
he's played the typical British villain, yeah, or a Brit who's playing a Russian villain. That sort
Yeah.
of thing. But we're kind of drifting off a bit there. So what we're trying to say, I think, is that you can't always judge a kind of love-hate relationship with the series producer, the executive producers like Moffat, Russell T Davies, and now Chris Chibnall. You can't always judge them on everything that you see on screen because there are a lot of stuff that happens in the background. But you can still, I believe, tell a good script from a bad one.
Yeah.
That doesn't excuse that. There are some stinkers, and there are some awesome ones. But when you do, with somebody like Stephen Moffat, if you say to anybody, Heaven Sent,
That is an incredible story.
right? Heaven Sent
It is incredible.
is a masterpiece in script writing. But then to follow it with Hellbent doesn't make one iota of sense. It's almost like he wrote the first one and then
Got a
took
bit
his
tired.
Valium and everything.
Yeah.
Right, better do the other one.
Typewriters over there. There you go.
Yeah. So who knows?
Typewriter. Who the hell writes a script on a typewriter nowadays?
Somebody who hasn't got a plug.
Oh yeah, a Doctor Who scriptwriter doesn't have a plug.
You can see how organised these things are because we're just going way off topic. Back to the trailer. Again, you're going to get this all over the internet. I think that people, especially in Britain, are going to be absolutely cross that once again, all of that nugget of information.
I think he's gone to America.
Yeah, I think I said this the other day when the teaser, as it's now known, came out on Sunday with the football, that they had an open goal and they missed, and I still believe that. Had they put that trailer out on Sunday, big different reaction. But the reaction since Sunday has been, you call that a trailer? Yeah, there was nothing there really for people to get their teeth into. This is a little bit different. You're getting a bit of a flavour for how it's going to work.
I take your point of America got it first because it's a British TV show. It originated in Britain. It's been going in Britain for 40 years before America had it.
Wouldn't surprise me though that if BBC America aren't funding this though, and that's why there will be clauses in. We will give you a lot of funding to help make it, but we get exclusivity on the first trailer and all this sort of thing.
British Broadcasting Company America.
Yeah,
That doesn't ring right.
BBC
to me.
America.
Oh,
It
but
exists.
they already
It
have they already
exists.
have ABC,
Yeah,
don't they?
that's why if you watch the proper trailer in the bottom right hand corner,
Yes, I know what.
it says BBC America.
I know that it's a thing.
Yeah.
I just mean that the name doesn't.
The
work.
first series of Doctor Who, which we are reviewing very, very shortly, the first series was funded by BBC Canada.
Yeah, but the Canadians are weird.
I think, yeah, but that's because there was still this licensing left over from
Yeah.
when it was
The movie.
from the movie, which was filmed in Canada. I think I don't know what all the facts on that. Somebody will probably straighten me out on that one. But certainly a lot of it was funded from there. So that's why you got Canada written it thanks to BBC or Canada, whatever it said.
And
at
they
the
always
end.
have Simri at the bottom.
Yeah. But we're getting into technical stuff here.
This has gone on for 15 minutes.
15 minutes of nonsense. Yeah, it won't be 15 minutes when you're watching it because we'll have edited it by now. But yeah, great look again. Cinematography we said was looking good. They have confirmed that that's how they're filming it. 10 episodes, no two-parters. 10 episodes,
No two parts.
no two-parters. Christmas one has been confirmed. And
When does the season start? Is it like sort
October-ish.
Autumn-y, yeah.
October-ish, I think. Now, whether they've planned it to run straight into the Christmas one, I don't know.
that seems like it'll happen 10 episodes and then a Christmas special.
Yeah, well, if it comes out early October, you've got October, November, mid-December, so it'll be literally a
A couple of weeks before it goes.
maybe
back
even
to...
a week. In fact, it may work out like that. Who knows?
But then you won't get it until the next autumn, the next season.
Who knows?
I like having the whole.
You probably won't find out whether because this happened when it first started. When the series first started, I think after episode 1, when Rose was shown, they then automatically announced there would be a second series because they wanted to see the audience reaction and how it went down. I have a feeling this will be the same. Every time it changes or there's a showrunner change, they kind of wait to see what the reaction is to it. Looking at the internet as well, though, with that trailer, it seems to be that some of the concerns that one or two people have died down a little bit because they've kind of seen what Jodie Whittaker can bring to the part. Only a little bit, you know. It's early
One
days.
thing that has surprised me
What's
is
that?
you haven't really had a Doctor with an accent.
No,
Christopher-
only Sylvester McCoy, only Christopher Eccleston.
Sylvester McCoy had a slight Scottish accent, but it was nullified. It was taken down. It was redrawn down. We've met Sylvester McCoy. He's a very Scottish man when it comes to
Very
talking.
Highland sort of
Yeah,
Scottish.
very. I'm not going to even try an impression because I know I'll have a car crash in it. But for Doctor Who, it's very brought down to more Britishy, Inverness in Scotland.
I don't know as he did. I just think when he acts, he just kind of pronounces his words a bit clearer rather than talking off the top of his head. But yes, certainly there are 3, aren't there? It's those 3.
Sylvester, Christopher, and then Jodie.
Now Jodie. Yeah.
See, Christopher Eccleston had it, but even he, when he talks, the Doctor's always been very, very British. He's even brought it down.
Peter Capaldi spoke with his accent.
Yes, but not as much.
Tell you what I like with him is when he got into a certain tone.
It was Tom Baker.
He ripped off Tom Baker every single time. The accent went completely. You watch it back.
Because I think it was when he's talking to Clara at some point. He basically looks her in the eyes and just goes, "My man with the box," and just lowers down to the tone.
And some of his talks with Davros, where it was more when he was being more sort of poignant and solemn, the pitch of his voice would drop down to sort of more Tom Baker serious.
He is my scariest Doctor.
Who?
Peter Capaldi.
What was that?
Like, if you look at the characters and how they're built up, he is the only one that I would be scared to be in a room with, as the Doctor, because you can't, as we were discussing a while about reading people, you can't. His vocal tone, in a good way, doesn't change. As in his tone changes, his volume and everything.
I think though we need to save all this for another video because otherwise we're just going to be rambling on about
20 minutes now
about nothing really, because we're not very organised in our minds. You see, it just goes off away in the look at that, like that really. So, have you seen the trailer? What did you think? Did you think it was any good? Has it given you more hope for the new series? Has it confirmed the fact that you think it's going to be terrible? Why don't you tell us about it down below? Or even subscribe to our channel. That would be great. Until next time, we got to go now, so stay safe.